That was Atlases with Violent Cold from Finland.
That was pretty violent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like a mix of Brand of Sacrifice and Architects, I'd
that's
say.
freaking badass. I'll see if I can like conjure them up and get them on the show. Is conjure the right word? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Happy Eclipse Day or whatever people say
yeah,
when there's an
today.
eclipse.
Today's the Raptors happening.
The what?
It was supposed to.
Yeah,
I'm still
wasn't there
looking for
something
it.
about the that collider thingy that like the particle collider that was supposed to happen? I saw it on TikTok. It was all over TikTok for like a month. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
Just, I mean, some action around here would be terrific, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of action, Bala is back on the show. Gosh, it's been I have to look it up to see when Understatement was on.
It was 2 years because that was right on when we put out our album. That was April 15th.
April 15th. See, you know better than I do. But you have a new entity. I've met you in person since then, so that was cool.
Yes.
But you have a new thing happening. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. We are Bala Rise and the Uprising. My name is Bala Rise. I was formerly known as Bala Rice, but I changed one letter.
That's metal. That's so metal.
I'm Eve Unruley. I'm the guitarist.
And I'm DB. I play bass.
Nice.
And our drummer, just like with the Understatement interview, could not make it today. The drummers
Did he
can't
just
make
not
it.
want to do this? Did he just not want to do it?
No, he like I think he like went for the eclipse like out of town a little. You know what I mean?
Who goes? I mean, like, who does that? Like, I don't know. Just
A lot
it's
of people, I
Strange.
guess.
to
I was
me.
about to say, have you ever seen the map? Did you see the map of Airbnbs?
No,
Like,
I
no,
don't.
it's like across the path of totality. It's like they're all fully booked across the country.
That's just weird. I don't know. It just. I have seen it. Like, you know, I've been looking up hotels for 420 because I'll be in Greensburg on 420 to see the show at the Green Beacon Gallery. But like I usually stay at the DoubleTree in downtown. It's always a good. It's like $200. It's not bad at all. You know, it's a nice hotel. It's $529. What is
Damn.
going on? Like what's happening? Why is everything so expensive? All of a sudden?
Inflation.
Wait, no. Easter is on 420. Maybe a lot of people are visiting family.
We've already had Easter though.
We already had Easter.
Oh, wait, that's next year. My
I think.
bad. Next year.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was last week. But yeah,
Next year is going to be on 420 again.
early. Yeah, it was an early Easter. It was a weird Easter. I think it snowed actually. Did it?
Yeah.
It did.
We grilled out on Christmas Day because it was like 70 degrees. Remember that on Christmas?
Mhm.
That was
Oh yeah, it was. It was basically a spring day.
yeah, it was awesome. I'll do that anytime. Well, tell me a little bit about the band and you know how you came about and how you know these folks and things
Okay.
like.
So this band formed. I started working. Okay, I gotta go way back in time.
Okay.
We're going back to like 2019. That's when I started like writing music. It's before I was in any band. I started writing music, and the intent was to have like a punk band, but like a heavy classic style punk band, not like a pop punk band like Understatement was. And for 2019 and 2020, I have had these ideas. I never really like formulated a whole song with lyrics and structured, but I had like riffs, I had bits and pieces, I had like single lines of lyrics, and that all got put on the back burner for like 2.5 years when Sully asked me to play an Understatement, which was at the end of 2020, around like November, and I was doing that with them for a solid 2.5 years. I had a lot of fun, but when that band broke up because Sully just wanted to stop doing music, I was pretty sad about that, pretty frustrated too, and I used that emotion that I had, and I channeled all of that and focused all of that into like that week after that happened. I just every night after work, I went to my laptop, I got out my guitar and my audio interface, and I started like putting these songs into structuring them out, adding the lyrics, and like finally like these ideas I've had for like at that point 3 years, and so I created a set of demos for them, which are actually on Bandcamp.
Nice.
Yeah, and I asked around for bandmates. The first one of us to join here was Eve, who actually wanted to audition for Lilith when they were looking for a new guitarist.
Oh yeah.
But Lilith ended up going with someone else at that time. And so like my sister, who's in Lilith, like told Eve to contact me because I was forming a band. I needed a guitarist.
Oh yeah.
And then we had a bassist named Devin for a while. who I just met at a show, and again, I met him in 2023, and he plays in a band called Spiral, and they're actually they're really cool. You think you'd like them? They're like a dreamy hardcore band, as they call themselves. They're putting out the first EP on Friday, I think, Friday or Saturday.
Link me up with them.
Yeah, I will. And he stepped away from Bala Rise and the Uprising to focus on that, but he played the first 4 shows with us. And our new bassist is DB over here, who joined after that 4th show. Also someone who I just met at shows, and wanted to play in bands. And when they heard there was an opening, learned the songs really fast. And then our drummer, who's not here, Eli, I probably asked like a dozen drummers to play in this band, and a couple of them even like showed up to practice and played a couple times before they were like, I can't commit to another band because the drummers are rare. Like every drummer's in 3 bands because there's not enough of them. So I after that I was like, well, I'm just gonna post in my story. I'm having tryouts, looking for a drummer for a hardcore punk band.
Yeah. And
we had like 4 people try out. We had 2 other people said they were interested, but didn't really respond once I set a tryout date. And Eli was the best one of the 4 we had. He fit the band the best, and
nice.
That's what we
You
formed.
gotta have somebody that plays this, at least likes the same style, and can play the same style.
Yeah. Funny enough, his other bands are like, one's like a jazzy jam band. There's like a riff hop group. So he doesn't.
He's well rounded. Then it sounds
exactly.
like.
Yeah, he really does got some range.
Good.
He's an amazing drummer.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's what we were kind of lacking. Deviant Cause was lacking was drums. We wanted somebody that did the same style, but it's just so nobody's going to do exactly what you want to do, and that's the. But around here, West Virginia, there's not that much. Okay, thank you. There's not that much. There's musicians, but like they're all taken, and they don't want it. They don't want another project. They just
drummers too.
Drummers and bass players. For some reason, bass player. Well, I knew a guy, and I don't know how I didn't think of this because I used to jam with this guy a long time ago, like 2013 ish, something like that. And I was like, and he's really good. So he came on with us, and I was like, well, we just need a freaking drummer. And we were practicing, and the show was March 9th, and I didn't know. I knew about that show in November, so we had some time, but we didn't, because you know what I mean. So anyway, enough about me. But yeah, it was we got somebody, and the show was great.
Great show.
Yeah. Have you guys been playing out quite a bit, or you trying to play more?
Yeah, our first show was October 9th. Okay. And we've done 2 or 3 a month ever since then. So we're at probably 13 now, and we have a shit ton booked coming up too.
Are you playing with your sister? Like are you trying to play with them, or are you trying to do
actually our next show we're playing with Lawless?
Yeah.
We
How about Sommelier? I know you're friends with him too.
We played one with them like a month ago.
Yeah, we played with Sommelier twice, I think. We played a little.
I actually got the Sommelier shirt on.
Hey,
I saw that. I need to change. I need to change shirts. I didn't even think of that. I just got one. They did how they do like the Bandcamp Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
I did that, and he posted the shirt because he didn't have it in my size for like years. It seemed like it was the one that I can't remember all their shirts are badass, like what they say. Like you'll dance to anything. I have that one, and just Jay's quirky. I love Jay. He's
definitely a quirky, fruity fella.
I was wanting him to play bass on our stuff early on, before I remembered that one guy. But that would have been tough, him being up there and everything.
Yeah.
Anyway, have you been traveling at all, like to play shows, or are you just staying in around your region for now?
Do you want to take this one?
Oh, yeah. Well, our next show is up in Erie at Rainbow Fest. There's going to be a ton of queer featured artists, bunch of different performers, vendors, kind of a whole day thing out there. It's put together by one of our friends in Lawless, kind of our music collaborative group. And we're excited to go all the way out there. And we're also planning on hitting out New York area.
Yeah, New York, Philly, probably June. Central PA in June. And we also did we played Morgantown last month, and we played up in Butler, which
that's the one I missed, isn't it? Didn't I get a hold of you and be like, what the? I didn't know. That's right up the road from here, right? It's right there. Well, it's not that close, but you know, you need to come back down and play. Maybe come to Music on Main and play down in Bridgeport. That's where we had our show on March 9th.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We're hoping to get on Fuzz Fest.
Oh yeah, I applied for Fuzz Fest today.
Oh, Fuzz Fest, yeah. Are they doing the submissions now for that? I haven't been
They opened like a couple weeks ago. It's gonna be in October.
You'll definitely get in there. I'm sure.
I hope so.
You guys are playing out and stuff. So I don't know how do they pick who plays. I don't know how they do that. You know,
Vibes.
The vibes. The vibes.
Yeah.
Maybe a dartboard with
Yeah.
just like all the bands like on it.
Yeah, I don't think a coin toss would be the right thing, or a quiz, or like a multiple choice quiz. I don't think that would
Maybe
be.
a hat.
They have like a big 100-sided die from like.
Or draw straws.
D100.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see if I can get one of the Fuzz guys on the show that does that, and we'll find out. I'll find out for you. I'll find out how they vet. Would that be the right word? How do they vet the? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to be all proper and it's not working. Anyway, do you want to go ahead and listen to a song? That way,
Yeah, let's listen
people
to
can
a
hear
song.
you. They know what you're doing. I don't have them in any order, so I'll let you pick which one you want to play first.
Yeah, let's start with "You Made Us Too."
I like that one.
Yeah.
What's it about?
So actually, it's about my dad who passed away a couple years ago. It's like an ode to him. Very bittersweet lyrics. It's like positive song. But like you wouldn't expect that from the you wouldn't expect that from the vocals and the instrumentation. But actually, the last song Understatement put out before we broke up was called "You Made Us," not "You Made Us 2." So "You Made Us 1." And
I see
that was a much softer rendition of that song, and I wanted to keep playing it with this new band, so we restructured into a metal song.
It says featuring, and it doesn't say Apple Music has a cutoff. So like, who's it featuring?
My sister Chandrika, she towards the very end, she did backing vocals on the original one too. At the very end, when the clean vocals come in, we both sing that. She's in one ear, I'm in the other.
She was playing in another band. I went and saw Power Man 5000 a couple months ago. She was in the opening band, and they're like electronic-y.
Molecule Party.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I could not think of that the other day. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway, here is "You Made Us Too" by Bala Rise and the Uprising. Check it.
None of
That was actually recorded in this very room.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Except the drums, but yeah, the rest of it, yeah.
That's it, very energetic. Like I just want to like throw people around really nicely. You know, like very in a nice way. Just be like, get out of my way. You know, like get
All right. Let me ask you something.
Uh-oh.
Which artist do you think that song sounds like? Who do you think our influences were on that track?
I hate doing that.
Okay, I won't do it for the next song then, but just this one.
Oh man. Okay, give me some time. Give me some time here.
Okay.
To
Okay.
think. It sounds like Bala Rise from the Uprising. That's who it sounds like.
That's true. That would be
I
correct.
can't argue with that.
It sounds like Sommelier.
I can't argue with that one. That's not accurate.
It's better than Sommelier. It's better than Sommelier. I'm gonna say it.
Well,
Wow.
That's controversial. Jay might be watching.
Jay might be watching.
Trust me, he's not watching. He's just not watching.
No, and he's in the Discord group. I sent the link to this.
He should be. They should be back on the show. It's been longer than 2 years since Sommelier was on.
I'll let him know. He's not going to come back now that you said.
I tell him all the time. I mean,
While wearing their shirt.
I don't know I can't remember what the other one says. I can't believe I don't remember that.
Is it say don't express yourself?
Yes, that one. Yes, it is that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have the sticker up here somewhere. You know how many stickers are up there? I'd have to I can't pan the camera like I used to be able to. But there's all the stickers that I've had from all the guests on the show and a few others, are on drum heads, like old drum heads.
Nice.
And I sold that drum set, and I shouldn't have done that because we need a drummer, and we don't have one, and I could have been that person. Oh well, that's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. Do you guys want to talk about landmarks now, or you want to wait a little bit? I mean, we could talk about hot dogs if you want, but I don't want to do that. So
what's the hot dog question again? I don't remember.
Okay, so what I've been doing since the beginning of the year. Well, I changed the logo. I don't know if you noticed that. I changed the
Yeah.
I
like the new one. I like the new one a lot.
Well, I own that one now. The other one I didn't even own. Like it was just something I found on the internet, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good logo, But I actually bought this one. I have the license and all that, whatever it is. But like, but I wanted to do, the new year. I wanted to try to do some new things. So the hot dog thing, I was just getting so sick of it, and I was like, but I've got to replace it with something because it's a good break in the show. It's a good break in the interview, and it's fun. So. I do a lot of Google Earthing. I get on Google Earth and I explore. It's fascinating to me. You learn a lot of things and crap like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's weird. I don't know, but I think it's fun.
I mean, GeoGuessr is a very popular game. So
yes, I mean I'm into to learn. Like I like to learn about where. I mean I know a lot about Pittsburgh because I'm up there a lot. But like like bands from like I had a band from freaking. Hungary the other day, and it's like I don't know anything about that. So I got on there and I was looking, just looking around. So what it really took off because I had Rose Lane on. This was before the New Year though. This was like before Christmas and stuff. I was working it in to see if it was going to work. And Rose Lane from Worcester, Massachusetts was on and we did that, and I'll get on there and I'll see what I can find. Things that aren't like known by tourists, like or tourism. They don't really like advertise for people to come and see. Like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Everybody knows that go to Cleveland, go to that. So like I'm not really looking for that because anybody can find that. So like just weird things or funny things, or maybe it doesn't even really have to be weird or funny. Just something that I wouldn't know.
I could give a Butler one.
Yeah.
Up north of Butler, there's this college town called Slippery Rock, and just before the highway onto that, there's this place called the Old Stone House, which is an old tavern from Revolutionary times.
Okay.
And it is one of the most haunted places in the country.
All right. I won't go there.
I won't go there because I don't believe in that shit.
Well, yeah,
I don't. Maybe I'll become a believer if I go.
Yeah, but no, it's like literally right off Route 8.
Have you been
north,
there?
right before Slippery Rock, and it is one of the most. It's like because like the story is like, I think it might have even been like it was like some like revolutionary, like it was like post-Revolutionary War there was like some veteran or something. I don't know the story very well. I might be completely wrong, but I know something bad happened there that's extremely haunted from Revolutionary times.
I've had paranormal investigators on the show before, and one of them's a good buddy of mine. I can't believe in it, and I'm a skeptic because I've never experienced anything. Right? You know, like you can't believe in something that that you've never experienced. I can't. It's not like sometimes it's funny, like to me, like certain things, but like a lot of times it's not, because like I know him, and like he does this. You know, he goes and investigates places, and it's got to be like I can't see him like just making all of that up. How do you make all like an entire investigation? You know, I'm sure you've watched the shows like Ghost Adventures or whatever. Where
Right.
I mean, that some of that's probably just so that to get viewers, but like all of that shit cannot be made up. Like, I mean, how do you like some of the questions that they'll ask, like the spirit box, spooky, but some things they'll ask it and like it'll freaking respond. I mean, I don't know. It's just I can't. It makes me chuckle sometimes because I've never experienced it. It's never happened to me.
That's fair. Nothing's really happened to me either. But another thing is that place is still operating technically as a tavern.
Have you been there?
You can get, I believe you can get drinks there.
Have you gotten drinks there or?
No, I'm under 21.
Yeah, the rest of us aren't.
Well, I mean, you could hang out outside and see if the ghost will linger out. Up to you.
Wait, so
yo, hey, ghost, can you buy me?
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure you can get a response.
Drinks, like here ghosts or what? How's that work?
I don't know too much precisely about it.
Okay.
Have any of you had any ghostly experiences?
I've never been personally. I've just heard about it a lot, but personally, not really.
Yeah, that you know of, I guess, that you were aware of. I guess that's another thing. But I don't like purposely go to places because they're haunted or because I want to conjure up something. I don't want to do that. It freaks me the hell out. I can't even watch his show at night. I don't ever watch it at night. It's spooky. Then I have a cat, so like I'll be watching something and like there's like the house creaks or something like that, and I'll look over and Murphy's asleep on the couch. That's when it gets freaky. I turn it off. I just can't do it. What was that?
Yeah,
it's perfectly normal. It's like the
I'm more
eclipse.
worried about the living.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They scare
The
me.
living, yeah. The living. Yeah, it's true. There's a lot of freakos out there.
True.
Especially up in Butler.
Oh,
There was like the Rose Lane guys. They kind of started off of this trend of statues. There's in the middle of town in Worcester, Massachusetts. There's a so it's a statue of a boy fucking a turtle. That's what it is. That's what I mean. There's no other way to explain that statue. Like there's no other way. I mean, he is giving it to that turtle, and the turtle's going, like it's. But it's in the middle of town. I mean, so that's that, and I didn't ever find that. I mean, I was finding like the venues that like they play and stuff, like old venues and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then there was like in Rotterdam, there's a Santa Claus statue, and it's supposed to be a Christmas tree. It's a butt plug for sure. It's definitely a butt plug.
Oh, I've seen that one online.
Butt plug Santa. Yep. Mm-hmm. And I talk about this one all the time. But in Chicago, there's a shit fountain, and it says shit fountain on it. It's just a pile of shit, but it's a fountain. You know what I mean?
that's gross.
Not really. I mean, it's not real.
Oh, I thought it was like okay.
It's like a ceramic pile of shit. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant it as a fountain, but instead of water coming out, it's like this like cycles like poop. That'd be so nasty.
That would be. I mean, it'd be more realistic if they did it that way.
It'd be pretty feasible. You could just like go through a sewer main and put it. Yeah, you could just do it through a sewer main.
We should do this in Pittsburgh. We'll see if it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we should.
As I'd say, you could
Replace
just
the
get
point
the
with
water
shit.
from the Allegheny River and do it, and it would look close
Yeah.
enough.
That would be good. Yeah, rivers are nasty around anywhere. I did talk to when I had amplifiers on recently. We were talking about the Mr. Rogers statue down at the Point.
Yeah, we got one of those.
That thing is freaky though. I mean, like I never really. I looked it up online. And I was like, that is kind of just weird. It's just the way it's
It's uncanny.
It's metal as fuck.
It is metal. You should do an album cover down there in front of that thing. Did you guys watch Mr. Rogers growing up?
A little bit.
That was after my time, since I'm younger, but I've seen like episodes after.
How much younger are you from?
I turned 20 in a week.
Yeah, you're good. You can drink. You can drink anytime you want.
I mean,
for legal reasons, I'm not gonna say. I don't
want you to get in trouble, but yeah. Nobody follows the rules ever. Yeah.
True. Yeah, we're a punk band. We don't follow.
Yeah, we don't follow the rules.
I gotta see if I can
Lawless.
find this. I got on Atlas Obscura just now, and there's 61 different places that are like hidden things.
Where?
And yeah. Wait, no, is that the House of Oddities? What? No, that can't be. Well, what is Randy Land?
Yeah, we got Randyland here.
Yeah, I kind of want to go over there, but I kind of don't. It's. Have you been over there?
Yeah, it's like if you're here and you have time, it's like worth a quick visit, but like it's not worth like a day trip to Pittsburgh for.
What are they like? What's it about? Do you know?
It's just this guy's property, and he's like a abstract pop artist kinda, and it's just a whole like little wacky like big yard. You know what I mean? With a bunch of different kind of things.
Very artfully decorated.
Yeah, it's a cool, neat place. Like I said, it's like
Randy.
You can experience it in full in like less than 30 minutes. Honestly,
it's interesting. It's,
I think Randy from Randyland, the artist who did that, I'm pretty sure he was at an Understatement show, because I always record our sets, and I was listening back to one of them, and someone near where the microphone where I had my recording was like, "Yo, Randy's here. Randy from Randyland's here." But I didn't see him, but I heard on the recording, like, yeah. And then the mayor of like Bell Vernon, I think Bell Vernon, PA, was at Axelfest. Remember?
Really?
That? We had a show back in January, and like the mayor of like a small town was there, and he had like a little a gold like rope around his neck.
Oh yeah, he's a gangster.
And like ropes. No, not that kind. Not.
What's?
Like metal.
We talked about Canton Avenue, one of the steepest streets in the United States. You know about Canton?
Where's that? Is that in West Virginia?
No, in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Canton.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
Yeah. There's hills everywhere.
Yeah, I DoorDashed up here for a long time. I found a lot of street side. I like up in the North Hills. There was like literally this one area that was a bunch of tiny streets on a hill, no guardrails. I almost died turning around there.
See, that's unsafe. There's no.
Oh, it's completely unsafe. But I got like a $10 tip, so it was worth it.
Well, because they know that you could go over at any point. Hey, the Conflict Kitchen. That sounds like a place I could go. A takeout restaurant that only serves cuisine from countries with which the United States is in conflict with. So like North Korean food.
Is that still open? I thought it might close down recently.
Oh, it might have. I don't know. This is permanently closed. That sucks.
This was awesome though.
That's a great
idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea. Yeah, that's man.
I remember in like 2011 I got some like Iraqi food there.
Hell yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder what happened. Probably COVID ruined it. Probably.
That might have been.
What's
we had a couple venues that like closed down permanently after COVID.
The Enclave used to be
the Rex Theater.
Yeah, but they made it Enclave now. It's a little bit different, but yeah,
it's a quite a bit different. It's like a nightclub now. They don't really have concerts anymore.
Well, I did see Memphis May Fire there with. Yeah.
No, every so often they'll have like a concert, but like 29 days out of the month, like it's gonna be a club.
I had an experience in Pittsburgh recently. You might be able to help me out with this, just or relate to it. I went and saw a band recently, a couple weeks ago at the Hard Rock Cafe, Pittsburgh. That place sucks ass.
Yeah. Well, why do you think it sucks ass?
Okay, so the place is beautiful. When you walk in, the place is just. I mean, I've been to Hard Rocks, and I've been to one in LA and the one in Myrtle Beach. It's like the Pyramid or whatever. But like I've been to a few Hard Rocks, but it's really nice. It's a really nice Hard Rock. I didn't go there to eat. I just went there to watch the bands. Well, I had an experience there with the management, and I didn't even do anything. Like I was basically standing there. And the band that was playing first, they I kind of helped them carry like a few cymbals and shit. I'm just standing there and watch them. So like they put it in the gift shop there, not in the gift shop, but like right there. Where you walk in and the gift shop's right here. they kind of put it right there because so they could bring the van around and load it up. The manager lady, I don't know her name, Karen, we'll call her. She comes out and she, like they were, I don't even know where they went, the band. I have no idea where they went. But like I'm standing there, but I'm like at the bar. I'm not even like in with the equipment or anything. She's like, "Hey, you need to get this stuff out of the gift shop." I was like, "I don't work for you. I don't work for you, and I don't know. I don't know whose stuff that is. I mean, I'm not gonna bail them out. I'm not gonna say who it is or whatever. But I never saw her the entire evening, not one time until that moment. And I'm like, who are you? Like, and who do you think I am? I'm just standing here. I'm standing at the bar with a drink in my hand. Like, why am I involved in this all of a sudden? I don't know. So I just had a bad experience with that, But the place was awesome. The sound was awesome. The sound guy was cool. Like everything else was fine, but that moment. So I just got my stuff and left. I didn't even stick around for the rest of the bands because I just kind of got a bad vibe. I was like, this is stupid. Why would you? Anyway, I need to speak to the manager, But she was the manager. So what do you guys think of that place? Go ahead and spill it. Go ahead and spill it. I don't care.
Okay.
My
problem with them is that they book some sketchy artists. They like the two that ring in my mind are they booked Drake Bell like right after he got convicted of like child endangerment.
I don't even know who that is.
No, he's from Drake and Josh, that show on Nick.
Oh
yeah. They booked him, and then they also like booked Michael Graves recently after he like came out as like a Proud Boy.
I don't know. It's like you would think that they would book local bands only. You would think, because I mean it's a chain. Yes, it's the Hard Rock Cafe, but Hard Rock Cafe in a certain city should be featuring the bands from there. You would think that they would do that. I mean, I know they have to get like bigger artists every once in a while or whatever, or you can open up for them or something. But like you would think that they would have that weekly, local bands on a weekly basis.
Yeah, that's just not a spot that local bands seem to like either, And
yeah, I mean, and it sucks because
sure they don't pay. I think I could be wrong. This might have changed, but I think that you only get paid if you sell tickets. You don't get any the door fee, which that's a really shitty business model.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
like I said, I could be wrong about that. That's how I think that was like a show that we were invited to play like years ago. It might have changed, might have just been that show, but so I'm not throwing the whole thing.
It's great, the sound was great. The sound guy was really cool. He was, I got there when they were doing sound check, and he was good. He would have been good to work with if I was on the stage, and just certain things that they wanted in certain, in your ears and on your monitors and stuff, and he did it, and they were happy with it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a huge thing, the sound guy's got to be able to do what you need him to do, I've heard some stories about sound guys that are bad.
We're not to speak about sound, honestly.
What is it?
But I don't think we're too picky about how the sound sounds.
Oh, really?
Like loud.
Yeah, we're loud and proud.
I mean, I like my my tech and stuff, but I can't afford that yet. Yeah. I'd have an IEM rig if I could.
Yeah,
but I mean, like stage monitors, do you have to have like you want a certain mix of who you hear?
I prefer in-ear types.
Okay.
Like playing in basements and stuff.
Yeah. With Understatement, that was my first music playing experiences, and a lot of our first shows in our first year were like in basements. So I'm just so used to like not having a monitor. Like I don't need monitors. Like I don't care what the monitor sounds like.
Yeah, well, I grew up practicing basically like with a laptop and an audio interface. That's how I learned. So I'm just used to hearing like direct.
Yeah. So you want it to have it here. Do you have the ones that like conform to your ear size or whatever?
I want to get those at some point.
They're expensive, I know.
They're expensive. I'm trying to move at the moment, so I can't spend money on stuff like that.
One thing at a time, right? One thing at a time.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
Well, the music sounds really good. I think you guys got something. What do you have? Sometimes I wait to the end of the show to ask this, but I'm going to ask you because I want to know. Do you have more things coming out? Upcoming?
Yeah. So we were gonna so this recording for You Made Us Too, we basically like did that all ourselves. We recorded the vocals, guitar, bass all in this room. Eli recorded the drums on an electronic drum kit. And that was gonna be and because he's a student at the university, he's a senior, and he has access to their like studio room, and there's like a very professional like equipment there. And so the plan originally was just gonna be like just DIY. Like he'll record drums, and then he'll send the tracks to us. We'll play guitar, vocals. But after that, having that experience, we decided that we want to record live drums instead, because the program was being kind of fucky with exporting to the right setting, and also he didn't like how like all this hi-hat sounded exactly the same. It sounded inorganic. So that's like on a halt right now. But we do want to go in the studio soon. We have pretty much a whole album's worth of songs, 7 or 8.
Nice.
But no deadline on that. I don't want to rush it, but hopefully in May we pick a studio date and go.
Are you playing anywhere soon that I could come up and check it out?
Yeah, we're playing a lot soon. So Erie is next week, but that's like too far away. We're playing on 420.
Not really. I've been to Erie to see bands, but I have some things coming up also.
Okay. That's on the 13th. We're playing in Erie at like 8 p.m. at an all-day event. But if you're gonna be coming out to Pittsburgh on 420 for like a night show,
I'll be at Green Beacon for that.
Yeah, we're playing at 4:40 in the afternoon that day.
Oh, okay, yeah. I will be in town because I'm 3 Leagues to Rome, which is also from Pittsburgh. They know you, Bala.
Yeah, I know.
They know you. They know. Oh, you know them? Okay. I had them on the show and they played live on the show and the sound wasn't very good, so I owe them a show. So I'm going to go to their practice space on the 19th and do that, and then I'm going to spend the night up there, and then so I'll be there all day on
yeah, you should come. We're playing. It's the Oakland Indie Fest.
Okay.
There's 14 bands playing. We're playing at 4:40. It's like an all day, like 12 to 11 type thing. We're the only hardcore band on that though. That's all a bunch of like jam bands and Hindi bands. So it's gonna be
even better. I'll come there and thrash my ass off.
Yeah,
as I said, we played a lot of shows where like we're the only hardcore or heavy band at all.
That's a good thing though, because everybody wants that. We want that. Don't let them tell you they don't, because they do.
Oh yeah, like literally, like Mixtape Madness was probably the most jarring one.
Yeah, we played last show in March. We played with 7 other bands. It was like we played short sets. It was a nice little setup, but every other band was like there was like a bunch of bluesy bands, like some like classic rock style bands,
Somalia,
some like indie rock kind of bands, and then we were like the one like hardcore metal band on there.
And they had me playing out of a Fender.
It's perfect.
Oh, we also had to share it. All the equipment was back, and we had to all share it. And
I had to use a Fender Twin Reverb for hardcore.
How did that go?
I have basically a souped up Rat, so I kind of just put that on max whack, and it kind of worked.
Yeah, my pedal like broke during the set, so I had to play my guitar with no distortion on it. It sounded a little.
How did that work?
It didn't sound very good, but the energy was there. That's what matters.
It's only for leads. No one listens to that.
You guys do like backflips or anything on stage, or cartwheels or anything like that?
I move around a lot. I try to, especially because like half of our songs I play guitar. I play rhythm guitar half the time. I'm moving around, jumping around, all that with just the microphone.
I could do that because I'm not gonna have anything going on that I'll be up there on the 19th for them, and then the next day I'm gonna have nothing until evening time. So
yeah,
send me that info on Instagram or whatever, and I will make a plan. Make a plan. How close is that to? I'll probably stay in New Stanton.
It's in Oakland.
I don't know where New Stanton is.
Oakland is like over where the hospitals and shit are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
It's pretty close to like the downtown area.
I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'll Uber there. I did get approved to drive for Lyft, but I haven't done it yet. That was like 4 months ago. I still have the stickers and everything. I haven't done anything like that.
We're also playing Millvale Music Fest. If you're gonna come up to Pittsburgh,
what is it called? What's it
Millvale
called?
Music Fest.
Oh yeah, Millvale. Yeah, I haven't been to that yet. I've been wanting to go every year.
That's actually where I met. That's actually where I met Bala's sister, and if I didn't go there and meet her, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. So
there you go. Yes.
It's probably I think they have like 300 bands every year playing that.
Do they ever have anybody from out of town, or is it all Pittsburgh?
It's mostly Pittsburgh. I think they might have some like regional bands, like maybe from like Erie, or like maybe from like Morgantown, or maybe from like Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of like Fuzz Fest is kind of not all Morgantown. It's more it stretches.
Yeah. I saw Fuzz Fest. I saw a lot of Pittsburgh bands on that last year.
I saw that too. Yeah. When is Millvale this year? When is it?
We're playing on May 18th, and it's also on the 19th. So it's actually 3 days. I think the 20th.
It's the 17th.
Oh, my bad. It's the 17th and 18th, and we're playing on the Friday the 17th.
Nice.
Right after Lilith. We're on the same stage as Lilith. We're playing right after them.
Hell yeah. Make them carry your
Friday,
stuff.
Friday. I don't know which day that is, but yes.
Make them carry your stuff when you're done.
We'll post it on Instagram.
Yes, it'll be on the gram.
On the gram. It'll be on the gram. What's Rise about, and why is demo in parentheses?
Oh, the B-side. Oh, there's a whole story with that. That was okay. So
We have
I
time.
was uploading. Okay. A year ago, when I uploaded "You Made Us" the Understatement song, since I sang that song, and I knew at that point I wanted to have a solo project, or not solo project, but like some music at least under my name. I added Bala Rise to the Understatement song files in DistroKid where you upload music.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's released under both Bala Rise and Understatement. And then randomly, this is months after that song came out, but the B-side of You Made Us, it's a song called Understatement by Understatement and Bala Rise. It blew up. Like Spotify just started producing their algorithms. So on the Bala Rise page, there's only one song listed, but I have like 400 monthly listeners on there from just that one song. The song got like 4,000 plays out of nowhere. So I wanted to release the new single, You Made Us 2, under both Bala Rise and Uprising and Bala Rise. But Spotify doesn't let you. It was giving me problems because like it doesn't let you when you're typing in, if it's a single, the way you type in who the artist is there's not two separate boxes. There's one box, and you have to separate them with a comma or the word and. And so I kept trying to do a bunch of different configurations of Bala Rise and the Uprising and Bala Rise, and every single time it would recognize it's Bala Rise and the Uprising, and not there's no Bala Rise and the Uprising.
Oh,
and
man.
So what I had to do, so what I had to do is I added a B side to that. And because when you have separate tracks, then you can go in and make each individual track have separate boxes, so you can list out Bala Rise and Uprising and Bala Rise.
There you go, yeah.
And it didn't even work in the end anyway. They're both only under Bala Rise. But that's why there's a B-side, so I could list it as like a 2-song EP instead of a single, and so I could add Bala Rise, but it didn't work anyway. But that's a demo of ours, and there's from a recording session we did like over a year ago, and Eve remixed them, overdub guitars. Those are all on Bandcamp. It's called the Bala Rise demo tape, and we're actually gonna have that on cassette soon too.
Awesome.
Oh wow!
Well, make sure you send me your Bandcamp link also, and I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, we're gonna re-record all those songs though, because on the demos, like, DB is not on there, Eli's not on there. I play the drums, and we both played the bass. So the drums.
No, I played the bass and the guitar.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you played bass in some of them.
Yeah. So the drums are like so much more subpar than how they sound live because it's me and I'm not a real drummer.
Well, yeah, if you're a drummer, you're real, then you're a real drummer. That's how
I'm not a drummer.
They're not real, actually.
I'm not a drummer. I'm just someone who plays drums sometimes.
You just kind of you can keep the beat. You keep the beat every once in a while. I get it.
I'm a fraud.
They know how to hit things with sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
All you need.
okay, when you guys go out and just hang out and stuff, do any of you just start tapping on like the table or something? Who does that?
Yeah, you don't see under the camera, but I like with my hand or feet or whatever. Like if I have a song stuck in my head.
You don't see the camera, but I'm masturbating right now.
We all have been, actually.
Yeah, we're circle jerks.
Or that should be. Good job.
Well, more of a that kind of clap.
Are you gonna write? Never mind. I was gonna say, are you gonna write a masturbation song? But that's for another time. We could talk about wieners.
Yeah. Are you gonna ask if I like hot dog shops in Pittsburgh? Because I don't eat.
No, we're gonna. No, I've only done that one time because who was it? They wanted to talk about it because they didn't get to, and I'm like, all right, I guess we will. And I was sad. It was like I was from that point on in the show. I was just sad. Yeah. I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to like be like, all right, well, it's nice having you guys on. Like after that was over, I'm like, hot dogs again, you know. Anyway, speaking of hot dogs, here's Rise by see what I did there? It was having a good. I don't think that was a good segue.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're welcome. Here is Rise, and I'm not gonna say with demo in parentheses, but it's the demo that will be re-recorded, I guess, or
yes, correct.
Something like that. Okay.
That's the
By Bala Rise and the Uprising. Here we go. I haven't listened to this one. Just a little bit, but So I'm gonna
It's pretty different. It's still a
I'm gonna
hardcore
critique the shit out of this one. No, I'm just kidding. It's a good song.
You gotta rise up. You gotta rise up. You gotta. If you're wondering, rich is best to bring from the banks this year. If you're worried about how that fat cow will react when they hit up too clear. If you're feeling right about which right might be gutted by the court overnight. When collective power is under attack, you gotta stand up and you gotta fight back. You gotta stand up. You gotta rise up. You gotta rise up. You gotta take a stand.
That's a very good recording though.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, maybe it's just because it's in the ear, but like that sounds really good. I mean, you can hear all the parts and everything. That's terrific.
I mean, you did a good job, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I have good plugins for guitar stuff.
Yeah, that sounds really good. What I was going to ask you a question about it.
What's it about?
Well, that too, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, go ahead. What is it about?
Yeah, so You Made Us 2 is an outlier in the sense that most of our songs, all of our other songs are political. That's why we call the Uprising.
Sure.
And so Rise isn't about any specific political topic. It's meant to be the like opener track whenever we have an album, and so like sets the stage because it talks like the three like because it's just like rise up, stand up, take a stand, fight back. But the specific topics it mentions is like rich bets. I can't even. It's a tongue twister. Which rich bitches bets will bankrupt the banks this year? So like I'm talking about like.
Okay, wait, slower.
Yes.
What did you say?
Which rich? So it's if you're wondering which rich bitches bets will bankrupt the banks this year.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
So that's about like economic issues. And then the next line is if you're wondering about how that fat cat will react when they hear that you're queer. That's about like queer rights, queer issues. Yeah. And then if you're filled with fright about which right might be gutted by the court overnight. So that's more about like, so yeah, I it's definitely like I my lyricism is kind of guided by like where the words go. You know what I mean? Rather than like
sure, yeah.
You know, because I like rich bitch bets. Like I do a lot of alliteration in that like guides like which words to pick next and how I word a specific idea.
That's really good. I like that. I really do. I remember what I was going to ask you. What key do you guys play in?
We play in so
yeah.
We two. I play. So we are still. It's all different.
We all tune differently.
I play in drop D.
D standard.
D standard.
I play a 7-string with the top 6 strings in drop D, and then the low 7th string is a bass D.
Okay.
So it's all over the place, kind of.
We're all tuned to the key of D.
But yeah, that's generally it.
Interesting. I always find that interesting. You know what people tune to. I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy from three. Well, I don't know who it is from Three Leagues to Rome. See, that's also a tongue twister. Mm-hmm. They are in the chat and they say, "What venue is your favorite and why?"
Oh.
That's a hefty question.
That's a good question.
We've played at or in general?
Let's we played at or in general. I don't know. Is it different? Yo, shout out. This isn't my favorite, but I gotta shout out the Rose Bowl because I was, that's actually like a basement venue that my sister started running last fall. And we never played there because they only do like acoustic shows. They don't have
Is that what they had? They had something on the Lilith Instagram. Was that?
Yeah, they post about the Rose Bowl on the Lilith Instagram a lot.
Okay, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah,
that place
we played
cool.
acoustic at open mics there a couple times, just a couple songs, but like the vibes there are great, run by great people. All the homies are always there. It's always just a really fun time.
So my favorite that we've played at, honestly, is still the Black Lodge.
Ooh.
It's just this college kid's house in Oakland. And it was like the second or third show we played, but it was the third. Yeah, but it's just the crowd went like nuts because it was just college kids in Oakland.
And this wasn't a basement. It was like the kitchen.
It was a kitchen show.
Yeah, we played in the kitchen. The kitchen connects to the living room, and they were like moshing in the living room. Like the amps were like behind counters and like on top of like cabinets. And stuff.
The drum kit had to be like tucked between the island and like the oven. Yeah, it was such a great vibe.
Yeah, and we have a recording of that whole set on YouTube, and you can see the people in the crowd like are like doing spin kicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Make sure you send me the links and stuff, and I can put it on the description. That way people can see it.
Favorite venue?
I'm probably most partial to the Mr. Roboto project. It's one of the first venues I went to in Pittsburgh. I've seen some legendary bands there, some of my all-time favorites, and the first time I played there and shared that stage with some of the people I've seen, I was like, yeah, this is amazing. Yeah. Also, great people that run the space too.
I was there when they first opened. If it was still under this, has it always been under the same person that owned it?
Was it?
They actually just changed ownership.
I mean, I'm talking more like back like 06, 07. Like when they first started.
Was it Brett? Was the guy who?
I don't know who owned it then. I'm just wondering if the same people.
I'm not sure. In 2007, I was like 8. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I was like 3.
I was. How old was I?
It used to be in a different part of town, like until 2010, I think, and they moved it to Garfield. It used to be in Wilkinsburg.
I was there for one show. It was a band in Pittsburgh or a band in Morgantown when I lived in Morgantown. They were friends I grew up with here in Clarksburg, and they're no longer together. I wish I could freaking get a hold of them though, because like they were a great band. Like the lead singer and the drummer were brothers, and then the other they grew up together and they wrote fantastic music. Well, anyway, I went and saw them at Mr. Roboto a long time. Like I'm talking like it might have been 08 even, like 07, 08, something like that. That's the only time I was
the Bush era.
The what?
George Bush was president back then.
George Bush was a. I have a friend that says bougie.
George douche. More like.
You guys ever say bougie?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I say bougie.
Yeah, my friend Tracy says that I'm bougie a lot. I don't know why she says that, but
you don't come off as bougie. You seem like a working class man.
I am a working class bouge, is what I am, or something.
No, those do exist.
Yeah, that's true.
Working class.
I'm not a hipster though. I tell you that much. Damn it, I'm not a freaking hipster. Well, let's get. I'd like to get Lilith back on the show too. So talk to your sister, and I think I tell them that every time I see them.
They just got a new guitarist, like a new permanent guitarist, because me and Jay from Solly were filling in for a while.
Are you okay with talking about Solly a little bit? Since I met him also, in person and everything. What's he? If you're not comfortable, you don't have to.
No, I'll answer any questions you got.
Is he not playing anywhere with anyone?
He's not really playing right now, but I've talked to him. He's like in the process of writing new music, and he said it's more of a country blues type song than punk. Like he said he doesn't use any distortion anymore. He's a great musician. He said he's in the process of like working on writing new songs, and once he does that, he's gonna find people to play drums and bass and harmonize with him and all that.
He's a great guitar player. When I did see him, he's really good. So and really really nice guy. So hopefully he gets something going, and I'm sure he will. Gosh.
Yeah. No, he's a great songwriter. I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show. It's been fun learning about the Uprising. You like how I did the lettering?
I did.
I know that's
cool. Rising up.
I was like, well, I could make up be up and then rising, but then I can't make rising go down because that wouldn't be rising. That would be
falling.
That would be lowering. I can't be lowering that.
Down falling.
The 3 Leagues of Rome guy gave you the horns after that question. After you answered the venue question. I was chatting with the Blood Wisteria that we'll listen to here in a little bit. Let them know that we're getting ready to play this song. You guys are gonna love this. I'm telling you, like it's just different. I don't know. I don't even know what genre. I hate genre, like picking genres for music, for anybody's music, because how many genres are there out there for, like, say, like heavy metal? How many subgenres?
A lot.
That's a lot.
There's like you can go as granular as you want. There's like micro genres and shit.
So your question to me earlier was, what do I think that you sound like?
Yeah.
You sound like you. And I tell everybody this because for one thing, I don't like to compare. I don't think, because there's, maybe elements of it, of someone in it, but it doesn't stick, it stays you, like it's not this, there is shit out there that sounds exactly the freaking same as whoever their influences are, but without even knowing your influences, that'll be the next question. So, think about it.
Well,
I think it sounds like what you guys came up with. It's your creative art.
I like to hear what people think we sound like, just because it like gives me an idea of how others view us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because,
I can't.
I always find it interesting to me, and I like always I've never not taken it as a compliment. Like
I can't think of anybody that I've heard that sounds like that. Maybe I'll change my mind when I see you live. I don't know. Maybe that's.
That's probably one of the bigger compliment, I'd say.
Okay, that's true.
That could be it. Also, I don't know. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anybody that sounds like. I just don't. I don't have it. I'm sorry, I just don't have it. But it sounds like you, and whenever I hear another band that sounds exactly like that, it won't be another band. It'll be you. You know what I mean? Like,
unless we had a copycat.
It's your style. It's your style of music. It's punky, but it's got that freaking like growling at me with screams and like that. I love that. That's just it's different. It's so different. That's what we need. We need different things. That's why I love having guests from Pittsburgh, and I've had several. I've had many, because the scene there is just so diverse. Mm-hmm. It's so diverse, and like that's probably why it's so difficult. You're the only hardcore band at a show, because the diversity of music up there is just terrific. And they don't want to leave anybody out, so we'll have this person. They do this kind. We'll have like. They can't pick and choose and have like the same music one night, because nobody sounds the same. I love that.
Yeah, we played with a variety of bands too. Like we've played with some noise artists too. Some more smoother rock bands,
or even just like straight up metalcore.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing is what I mean. I guess it's the band ethics where they watch you and you watch them, and it's just the scene in Pittsburgh. If for those of you watching that have never been to a show in Pittsburgh, go before you die. That's all I can say. Go somewhere. It doesn't even matter what venue.
No, see us specifically.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Go see the Uprising for sure, and Smollett and Lilith. We'll have to put those in. But just anywhere you go, anywhere, don't go to an arena show, because that's going to be somebody that's massive, that's already, I don't do arena shows. I barely even go to Stage AE anymore, because they're not going to come out and talk to me at the merch table when they're done. They're just not going to do that. I want to interact. I want to talk. I want to, get them on the show for one thing, if they hadn't already, but I love the small shows, and just the scene and the diversity of music in Pittsburgh is just, it's crazy. It's crazy good. It's not crazy. It's crazy good. Like, it's just, you're not, if I go to a show and I know, like, okay, like say Smollett's having a show and the other band's playing, I have no idea who they are. It's going to be badass. Like, I just already know it is. So I'm going to go. I'm definitely going to go. I mean, I've seen Smollett a few times, and yeah, I'll go see them every time. But like, I want to see who are these guys? Like I met, what was it? Sunny Days and the Weathermen. They played that night. They came on the show shortly after that. Who else played that when I met you?
Lilith was on there.
Was it just Lilith, Sunny Days and
yeah,
Smollett?
it was on 3.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Sunny Day, and see, like Sunny Days is nothing like Lilith. You know, Lilith is nothing like Somalia. Somalia, I don't know what they are. Like mallcore, maybe, I don't know what they are, but like
no, their Instagram bio says like some like therapy waiting room rock or something like that.
Yeah, like I mean, you can label it anything, but I mean that entire show was badass. You know, like it was fun. It was fun. You know, and I got to meet Bala. You know, that was bad. It was icing on the cake, right? If you will. Yeah. Well, let me know about the 19th. I'm already gonna, or the 20th. I mean, yeah, I'm already gonna be up there the 19th, and I'm not gonna have anything to do. I sit in the room and twiddle my thumbs until the Beacon Gallery, which you guys should come down and see next Tuesday. I don't know if you ever heard of them from Michigan. It's grindcore. I can definitely tell you it's called grindcore because that's what they call it. So
that's my stuff for sure.
It's very loud, and the songs are about between 30 seconds and a minute and 30 seconds long.
Perfect.
Of badass, but it's so loud and it's badass. There's a couple other bands on the bill too, like some locals and stuff. But that I couldn't tell you. Well, it's written out in vines for one thing. I hate. Please don't ever do that with your logo. Right? Don't ever use that font ever. I can't stand it. I mean, you get it? Like I can't stand it. Why would you write in a way that nobody can read?
Yeah, I run an Instagram account called Pittsburgh Music Tracker, where I make weekly posts about all the shows I can find happening. And anytime there's a flyer with a band name I can't read, I usually just put plus more at the end.
Yeah.
I can't put your name on this flyer because I don't know what it is.
You have no clue who they are. Yeah, I don't understand why. And people are like, well, if you know who if you've seen them before, well, what if I haven't? If I haven't seen them before, exactly. It looks like a pile of sticks.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably how they made it.
You know, I'm not going to translate it. I don't even know what language. It's just a pile of sticks or a pile of orange peels. I've seen that. You know, there's a bunch of memes for that kind of writing. I don't get it. I thought it would go away pretty quickly, and it seems to stay around, and it makes me so mad because I want to know who the bands are. Like maybe I don't like one person in that band. I'm not going to go see. You know, I don't know. It's just, you know, you just don't. So don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
I won't.
Write in big bubbly like balloon letters or something. You know?
Well, as I'd say, like Bala's a graphic designer, so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I should have looked you up for my logo design. Did I do a good job?
Yeah, no, I really like that. It's sleek.
Hey, I'll bring you some stickers up when I come up.
Okay.
I need to do a reorder, but I have these.
Yeah. Right on.
And I'll bring you. I have a bunch of these left. The Deviant Cause stickers. They're transparent, so make sure you put them on something parent. Because they're like see through. But I also launched a website at the beginning of the year, cutemanialive.com. It's about as easy as it gets. But there's a Patreon style thing on there, and you get one of these. Not everybody gets these. These are special. There's supporter shirts. There's supporter merchandise that's completely separate that you get. And bonus content. Like I record the entire episode, so like things that are live, yes, but the stuff that we talk about before the show, that's what people get to hear if they want to.
Okay.
So that's bonus content.
Anything incriminating that?
I was about to say, yeah, that was. I didn't know that was recorded.
I filter things out. It's not all of everything. It's just certain things. So that's on there. CuteManLive.com. Go check it out. If you want to know more about me, there's a bio of me on there. There's some things that you probably don't even know about me on there. I'm not going to tell you because you have to go see it for yourself. CuteManLive.com. Where can people find you? Socials, and give me some plugs.
Yeah, so Instagram, Bala Rise Uprising, Facebook, Bala Rise and the Uprising. I'm pretty sure our Bandcamp is Uprising HXC. And then the most important thing is our link tree, which has links to all our social media and our YouTube and lists of upcoming shows. And our setlist.fm, you can look at all our past set lists. That's Linktree, or it's linktr.ee.
Linktr.ee, yeah.
/Uprising HC. So Uprising Hardcore.
Nice.
Yes.
Send me that stuff. I'll put it in the description, and that way, if people weren't following and writing it down as you were saying it, like they should have been, then they can get it there.
Yeah, do it like an old school, like a infomercial back in the early 2000s. And it's like, in the demanding voice, you just say it like 5 times, like throughout the ending.
Oh my God. Well, that was annoying. I remember that shit. That was annoying as hell. I got it. But yeah, I mean, if you really want to plug it, you got to go ahead and say it again. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to.
Uprising, Linktree, Uprising HC.
And there's so many different link trees too. Like some things are like it's not even called Linktree. It's called. There was one that I was on for a minute. I canceled the thing, but it was called Hop. But it was exactly the same as the Linktree. You know, like exactly the same setup, just a different like dashboard or whatever. I don't know. Why didn't we come up with something like that? We could have made $1 million or more.
Sure, we could have.
You know. Hey, the outro tonight is a really cool. It's a cool band. I don't know much about them. I do know they're from Lowell, Massachusetts. Lowell, not Uprising. Lowell. You know what I mean? Lowell, Massachusetts. And I just got their email address, so I'm going to send them some info to be on the show. So we'll find out more about them. But the song's called "L.A. Dreamin'." It's the very first one that I heard. You know how on Instagram the stories you're scrolling through, and then all of a sudden there's an ad, but they're not like ads. They're like bands that are that are paid to boost their stuff. And that's how I found them. I was like, this is I need to know about this stuff. You know?
Yeah, so, I found a couple cool bands that way too.
Hopefully we can get them on sometime soon. But thank you guys very much for coming on the show. I look forward to the 20th, 420,
yes. 420,
and seeing you guys play and meeting the rest of you in person, and seeing you again, Bala.
Thank you.
I will be back. I don't have any shows scheduled. I'm kind of in a. Everybody's starting to get out. You know, the weather's warming up in the north, and people are starting to get out and play, and their albums are done, their songs are done. So I'm just kind of waiting around for a few people to get back to me to be on, and so that's I do know May 10th Rats Will Feast from Finland will be on the show. I don't know what time yet. We haven't put a time in. That was the very first foreign band that I had on the show way back when I was on Facebook Live. Nice. A long time ago. Really cool guys, and they have a couple really good announcements. I can't say anything. I'm not at liberty to say it, but some cool stuff. They're doing some things. Rats Will Feast on May 10th. May 10th is that show. I'll see you guys on 420.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
This is Blood Wisteria from Lowell, Massachusetts, with L.A. Dreamin'. We'll see you guys. Have a nice night.
Thank you. You too.
I'll never be that bold. It's draining on my consciousness, tugging in my soul. I'm sick of it, I'm living in the sticks. I'm gonna make it out of here, even if it kills me first. Me down, shoot me out. I swear I'm realistic, I'm not clinging to a pipe dream. I want out, kill me now. I'm choking on the thrill of it, don't tell me I'm not limited. Don't tell me I'm not limited. Tell me I'm not limited. Don't tell me I'm not limited. I'm choking on the thrill of it. Don't tell me I'm not limited. Oh, the lights together, breezes through my hair. Fuck, I gotta get out of here. I'm LA dreaming. I'm so fucking scared. I walk through empty squares. Dead, I feel I'm LA dreaming. Awake, the silence is blaring through my room. I wasn't sleeping anyways, guess I'll go